Oh god. Anyway, okay, quick sectors that you should be looking at would be utilities, basic materials, consumer good, technology. These sectors are, doing pretty good right now. Financial, I would maybe considering staying away from just because of the recent turnaround in it, seeing how it's, decreasing in performance over time. But with the SPX 500, it's still trading fairly linear right now. It's still following this trend line a little bit, but the point of resistance is, about right here. But there's no clear buy signal right now, so just be careful while trading. Okay, AMD looking pretty good right now in terms of price. In combination with the RSI and the 50 EMA, it's looking like it might do a reversal right here. But if it doesn't, again, follow the 100 EMA or the 831 resistance right here. Well, actually, I'd rather put it right here at 924. 924 should be your next point of support, rather. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on this candle and see what it's going to develop into. If it starts turning around and looks like a doji or something that looks like some market uncertainty, well then you might consider keeping a closer eye on it, especially tomorrow morning. But right now the price for it is looking pretty good, which means a lot of investors or traders are going to be keeping an eye on. Next on watch is AVID. AVID is on my watch list just because this recent gap down, it's hitting this point of resistance right here, which has some potential to turn into a momentum trade. You can see how indecisive the market is being right here. So I'm just waiting on this development. We'll see where this candle is going to go before I make a purchase or anything like that. Okay, BOX. Not much to tell here, just letting you know that you should have it on your watch list a little bit, just because this candlestick is looking, although negative, it kind of looks like it might go back up, but we'll just have to wait and see because the resistance is so close, and the next resistance is obviously this point right here. But if it does manage to break through $17, then you have some potential for some momentum right there. So just watch it. So next on watch is ENDP. This one I've been looking at for about a week. I'm just waiting on it to do its reversal. Like I said, the recent negative movement is not surprising given that it's touched it down here at 1256 roughly. But it does seem like it's doing a reversal, and it's really low in the RSI. Everything's looking good for it. I'm just waiting on the volume to kick back up just to give it some more significance to it. But it kind of seems like it wants to go back up. We'll just have to play it by ear and see what's happening, see if there's any news that'll come out. So that's ENDP. Okay, another one is FSC. This one I'm really digging just because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5, but I'd say 5 points of contact on support trend right here. So if anything, I'm just waiting on it to hit this price right here, because right now if you were to buy here, you'd only be making 6 cents per share, which is not that much. So just either wait for it to come back down here or wait for it to pass through this point of resistance, roughly around here. So yeah, just wait for it to pass through that 569, because then you'd be playing that momentum. But just set your stop loss. So wait for the candle development and everything. I simply just don't like this one right here. But this is an engulfing candle right now at 11 a.m. But it's got time to turn around with people taking in their profits or whatever. So we'll just have to wait and see what it does. Next on the list is OCLR, and if we take a little closer look here. So I'm just waiting on it to hit this trend line, which it did. So I'm going to see where that price action is going to take it. Kind of seems like it might want to do a reversal, especially with this in that market uncertainty right there. So we'll just see. We'll just have to wait and see if it turns bullish or anything. Next point of support would be at 791. Obviously, I'm not buying just yet, but throughout the day, you could almost argue that at roughly 825 or something like that, around that price, it might do its reversal just because of that recent history, plus that trend line being so anyway, being slightly significant, I guess you could call it. But just wait and see if it comes back down here. If it comes back down here, then even better. Your profit margins are just only going to go up from there. So just keep this one in mind. Okay, next one on the list is OZM. OZM looks pretty good just because, let me zoom in here, just because the resistance and support is pretty predictable. If you can see here, the price action's moving right here. And it kind of seems like it wants to do its reversal on the 50 EMA. So just kind of monitor this one. It's kind of seems like it's going to follow this trend line right here. And if you do end up buying, just wait for it to come back down or wait for a confirmation candle heading back up. The point of resistance would be at a 345, and even the 200 EMA would be a point of resistance. So just keep an eye on this one. If it does break through the the 100 EMA and or the 345, especially both of these, if it does break through that, then that's a pretty solid buy signal for a lot of traders, because it's it's just suggesting the overall trend reversals. It's just kind of flattening out right here. So just keep this one in mind. Okay, USO, this isn't a stock I would buy. I just want to bring it up because you should be keeping an eye on oil, because it plays such a role into manufacturing and in the industrial sector. So if the barrel goes cheap, then manufacturing gets better. So just keep an eye on the OPEC and whatnot. There's a lot of uncertainty going on, so keep an eye on all this crap, because oil right now is just not very predictable with everything that's going on.